Hello, fellow Olympians, humans, and monsters, and welcome to Late Night with Zeus. I'm your host, Zeus, and tonight we're going to be hearing from Odysseus, Eurylochus, and Helios. Everyone, come on in and introduce yourselves.
I'm Odysseus, great ruler of Ithaca and true hero of the Trojan War.
I'm Eurylochus, and I am one of Odysseus' crewmates.
I'm Helios, the great and mighty god of the sun.
Alright, let's get started. Odysseus, I'm assuming that you're already familiar with the two other gentlemen in the room. Would you please begin by telling us about why you had to go back to Zeus' island?
Well, unfortunately, I left one of my friends dead and I didn't give him the proper burial. So I went back to Circe's island and gave him the best burial any dead man could imagine.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you. It was fairly simple enough. I just tried to do the right thing.
Well, you ate my cattle.
I didn't even...
Alright, that's for later. Odysseus, would you please tell us about how you buried your friend?
Well, I just gave him basic burial rites and I buried him with his armor.
That's very honorable. Did you sacrifice the gods as well? Alright. It's alright. After the burial, what else happened while you were on Zeus' island?
Well, I met up with Circe and she gave me some few instructions and warnings on that I will need when I go on my journey.
What were some of these warnings and instructions?
Well, she told me that I will encounter these sirens whose voices are hypnotizing, that they can coax you to death.
How did you survive?
Well, Circe gave us these wonderful ideas on how we can survive. She told me for my crew to survive to put wax in their ears so they couldn't hear the sirens. But I really wanted to hear the sirens, so I tied myself to a mast so I wouldn't be led astray by the sirens.
I really wanted to hear the sirens too, but...
Odysseus, did you receive any other warnings or instructions about your journey?
Yes, I did. She told me that I had two choices after surviving the sirens. She told me that I could either go to the Clashing Rocks or Scylla and Cryptus.
Which one did you choose and why?
Well, I decided to pit my unrivaled intellect and bravery against Scylla and Cryptus, and I ended up victorious, like I always do, because I'm one of the smartest men alive.
No, it's because you didn't want to go to the Clashing Rocks because only one person has ever survived from going there.
That too.
Well, Odysseus, you outsmarted Scylla and Charybdis, but what happened to your crew?
Well, there's a few casualties and setbacks. I'm so sorrowful for them, all of them, the six that were taken by Scylla. And it was the worst thing that I ever witnessed.
So, it was awful.
I'm sorry for that. After this, did you ever manage to find land?
Yes, my superior nautical skills led us to Thrinacia, which is the home of Helios' cattle.
So, I've heard that Helios' cattle was eaten. What events led to this?
Well, right when I got to Helios' island, or land, I told all of them, all my crew, specifically not to eat the cattle. And I got some rest after leading my whole crew through the danger that we encountered. And I thought I deserved some rest. So I got some rest, and when I woke up, the cattle was eaten. Even when I told them not to. And it was all under his leadership.
It was worth it. It was some of the best meat I ever had.
That's my cattle!
Eurylochus, was it worth dying for? Did you sacrifice the gods? Eurylochus, why did you lead your men to eat the cattle?
Well, I thought we were gonna die of starvation, so obviously I couldn't let my fellow crewmates die of starvation. So I thought, well, there's tons of cattle around, why don't we just cook us some dinner? So that's what we did.
I see, two ungrateful citizens before me. I'll take note of that. Odysseus, after this, Helios came whining to me about how your crew ate his cattle.
I wasn't crying. I was furious for what this fool did.
Yeah, sure. You weren't crying, sure.
Anyways, I had to stand up for my cattle. You were told by Circe that if you ate my cattle, you would be punished severely. No one eats my cattle and goes away unpunished, even you, great Odysseus.
Odysseus, how did your crew get punished?
Well, after my idiot crew ate our cattle, we set out to sail. We set out to sail back to Ithaca, and when we got on the sea, we were hit by a storm made by you.
No hard feelings.
Well, that storm sank our ship and took my entire crew with it. And we floated back to monstrous Cryptus. And to avoid myself from getting sucked in by Cryptus, I held onto a fig tree with like my life depended on it, and literally did.
That's what you get for eating my cattle.
I didn't eat your cattle. It was my crew ate your precious cattle.
May have had a little taste.
A little taste? You were the one who led charge to eat them.
Whatever. At least you didn't die. I did.
It's not whatever, at least I still almost died.
Doesn't matter if you or anyone eats my cattle. Anyone who eats my cattle should be punished.
I didn't even eat it.
He's right. Me and the crew. Me and the boys. Woo! It was good.
Well, you were with them, Odysseus, so it doesn't matter.
Sheesh, I didn't know you guys would get all hostile with each other. All things aside, Odysseus, please continue.
Well, like I was saying before, I was holding on to that fig tree with like my life depended on it, and I was gripped to the jaws of death. But my quick thinking and my superior thinking kept me alive. I waited for Cryptus to throw up our ship because I was thinking maybe I could hold on to the ship and hold on to parts of the ship and float. And it did. Cryptus threw up a part of driftwood, and I floated on it for 9 days.
9 days straight? That's a long time. Did you ever find land again?
Yeah, but unfortunately I floated to Calypso's island, and I've been captive there for 7 years.
That's what you get.
Well, thank you, Helios, Eurylochus, Odysseus. Thank you for coming on Late Night with Zeus. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next week live on Late Night with Zeus.